Hello mate, well believe it or not we're going to try and start at 12:55, i.e. in about 7 minutes time. So if you could patch it to put it all right and everything like that, so anyway we'll see. Alright bud, if you could. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Cool. Feel a bit that way, doesn't it? But, you never know. Hi mate, so if we drop the feed and then I'll go from, and then if you come to me at, what, just after 1? Cool. Lovely stuff. Thank you. Cool, thanks. Well, a very good afternoon and welcome to the Fisher County Ground, Grace Road in Leicester. Second day of the Bob Willis Trophy first class match between Leicestershire and Durham. Richard Ray for BBC Radio Leicester, Martin Emerson for BBC Radio Newcastle and BBC Radio Tees. I'm glad to say that the sound you can hopefully hear in our effects mic is that of the groundsman's orange tractor pulling the covers off. It is very dark here at the Fisher County Ground and the floodlights are on. However, the umpires, Neil Mallender and Nick Cook, have decided we're going to start in about 4 minutes time, and 80 overs have been scheduled to be played. 8-0. So we've lost 18 today. We lost 38 yesterday, but we can add 8 because of that today, which we have. So theoretically, 98 overs in the day. We've lost 18 of those. So we play all those 80 overs, it could be a long day. I have to say, I would be a little bit surprised if we get all those overs in, looking at the weather forecast. However, you never know, maybe this sort of dark cloud will just drift over And although it was raining for much of this morning, the ground obviously has been very dry recently, so it's absorbed, or at least most of the water has run away. And fingers crossed, we're going to start in a few minutes' time when Durham will resume their first innings on 176 for 3. The not-out batsman Alex Lees on 62. And Gareth Hart, who has yet to score. He's only faced a couple of deliveries. He came in when David Beddingham was caught by Colin Ackerman off the bowling of Tom Taylor for 96 after putting on 159 for Durham's third wicket with Alex Lees. So the foundations have been laid as far as the visitors are concerned. Can they go on and build on them and put together a substantial first innings and really put Leicestershire under pressure? The wicket was turning a little bit yesterday, just the first day. However, it was slightly slow turn, but there was the odd one that did turn, and you never quite know. That said, Durham haven't picked a specialist spinner, so we'll see. So the word is 240 over sessions, or tea will be at 3:35, whichever is the later. I would imagine it might take a few more minutes than that to bowl 40 overs, but we will see. You'll hear us do updates, or you'll hear Martin disappear to go and do an update. He's doing updates at the moment for BBC Radio Newcastle at the top of the hour, and myself for BBC Radio Leicester likewise. Are the umpires Nick Cook and Neil Mallender. Nick Cook without his tit-for on. Neil Mallender has his white hat on with a big black ribbon around it. Some sawdust has been left out at each end for the bowlers. The two batsmen are heading out to the middle, and the Leicestershire fielders are going to meet them halfway, because the batsmen, Messrs Lees and Hart, are emerging from the Durham changing rooms, which during this period are housed. The away team is housed in the hospitality suites at the Bennett end of the ground. They're on the second floor, the first floor, if you like, of the Turner Centre, the Turner Indoor Centre. Leicestershire's changing room is the first floor of the Meet, for those who know the county ground, here at Grace Road. Alex Lees will be on strike, and it looks as though it's going to be Dieter Klein who's going to open the bowling for the Foxes from the Bennett end. I suspect the outfield might still be a bit greasy, and as I say, the floodlights are all on. Plenty of dark grey cloud around, not much light, but I can see that the stream is up as well, so hopefully you can hear us on that. You can tweet us at Rich M. Ray or at Marty Cricket, should you wish to get in touch. Over the next few hours, hopefully, of cricket. So 2 slips for Klein as he comes down the slight slope here at the Fisher County ground and bowls to Lees, and it's a full toss, which Lees has a lot of trouble picking up. It was a high floaty full toss, and Lees reacted rather late to that, worryingly so. But picked it up okay in the end and played it reasonably successfully, poked it out into the offside. In comes Klein again. Ball to Lees outside of stump. Lees lets it go through, rather dives into the gloves of Swindles. Missed a couple of chances, unfortunately, as far as Leicestershire are concerned yesterday. Harry Swindles, the young wicket-keeper. And they cost Leicester dear a catch off David Beddingham when he was on just 24. In goes Klein and bowls outside off stump again. Lees has nothing to do with it and bounce a little bit loopy as it goes through to Swindles. Straightforward opportunity off the bowling of Tom Taylor when Beddingham was on 24 and then on 37. He advanced down the wicket and missed. Spun past the outside edge to Callum Parkinson, Swindles couldn't gather. In goes Klein. Bowles does swing away nicely, but again started wide. Went a little bit wider. Umpires Malander and Cook in conversation, and the players are casting quite distinct shadows from the floodlights, it has to be said. There are 6 floodlight pylons here, very effective floodlights, still relatively new, like 3 years old now. In goes Klein. Bowls 2 Lees, that one is on off stump. Lees is behind it, defending it out into the offside. Umpire Malander gesturing away to umpire Cook and raising his hands out, and I'm afraid after just 5 balls it looks like it's raining again, and the players are heading off. It is very dark, and indeed the players are heading off. Colin Ackerman takes the stumps out of the ground. So we've had 5 balls, and I think Alex Lees hit 2 of them, the first and the 5th, and no runs were added. So the briefest of periods out there. Will they get back out there? Well, here come the covers. It isn't raining too hard yet, but it is very, very dark, and as I say, the players all casting clear shadows from the floodlights. Nick Cook, as I say, the hatless Nick Cook wandering around below me. The two players are staying out there, Tom Taylor and Dieter Klein, talking to Neil Malander. Not rushing with the covers, the players are all walking off. So it might be fairly temporary. Nick Cook's doing the teapot. He's got both hands on his hips out there. He's standing about halfway back to the boundary. And, well, 1 or 2 members of or temporary members of the ground staff are rushing. But I'm pleased to say that if it was raining, it seems to have stopped, because Leicestershire have stayed on the boundary edge and had started to walk back out there. Tom Taylor's doing some stretching out there, and the umpires are staying out in the middle and now beginning to wander back towards the pitch. So, is it going to be the briefest of interruptions? Let us see. Keep talking, Richard.